and welcome back to my true crime channel. Today I'm going to be discussing my thoughts and feelings on whether Nicole Kessinger was involved in moving Shanann's dead body, helping Chris Watts move it on the day of her murder. Now, it's been highly reported that Nicole Kessinger's phone dinged to a phone mask near to the location of the Watts family home on the day of the murders. A lot of people out there think Nicole was involved. I'm not sure whether she was, but I definitely think she knows more than she's ever let on. I do find it strange that her phone pinged in the vicinity of the Watts home. And what I find even more disturbing is I have seen, and I'm not sure I'm the only one, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I have seen what looks like Nicole Kessinger on the footage which was taken from a neighbour's CCTV or Ring doorbell, where you see Chris coming out of the house and loading what looks like Shanann's body into his truck. I believe that Nicole Kessinger can be seen in this footage as well. So I'm going to include the footage and I'll highlight where I think I can see Nicole. And not only that, you can see sunglasses on top of her head, her signature ponytail up here, and a crossbody bag, which is just like the crossbody bag that she puts on the table during all of the police interviews. All of this leads me to believe that it is Nicole. I personally think she was there on the night of the murder. And my theory, please don't come for me because it's just a theory, but it is my theory, is that perhaps on the night that Shanann came home at around 1:48 in the morning from her trip away with work, maybe, just maybe, Chris had already killed his daughters, maybe, and whether he had or not already killed the daughters, maybe, just maybe, Nicole Kessinger was in the house and Shanann comes home to find them in bed. And that is how Shanann was murdered. Perhaps Nicole didn't actually take part in the murders. Maybe she did. Who knows? But I do think she was in the house that night. And I personally think she should have been arrested for some kind of involvement in the Watts family murders case.
Shadows played a trick on my eyes. Creatures in my bedroom at night. Lately I have not been sleeping fine. I can't get no peace of mind. Though I could be better than I've ever been. Got friends, a family, and a place to stay. Though I should be better than ever when I see my loved ones every day. I know for every laugh we share today, there'll be a teardrop later on. I know the more I have, the more I have to lose, the less I feel I've won. I've been having nightmares. I've been having nightmares.
Again, as I said before, guys, these are just my views. I don't mean anyone any harm. I know that Nicole Kessinger could be completely innocent and could be a victim here of Chris Watts. Personally, I don't think she is a victim. She knew long before any of this happened to Shanann, unborn baby Nico, and Bella and Celeste, long before they were murdered. She'd had her eyes set on Chris for quite a while. She'd been Googling Shanann before she was even seeing Chris. Once she was seeing Chris, I'm sure most of you are aware, if you're aware of the Watts family murders, she had Googled Shanann hundreds of times. She'd been on her Facebook. She was practically stalking the woman. She'd been looking up wedding dresses. She'd be doing searches along the lines in Google of, I'm seeing a married man, will he leave his wife? She'd been looking up a lot of sexual things that I don't want to go into that are quite rude, about her sex life with Chris and how to do this and do that, or not do this and do that. So she was obviously very obsessed with Chris. She was obviously very in love with Chris. And in my opinion, she wanted what Shanann had. She wanted Shanann's husband. She wanted the kids gone. She wanted him out the picture. She'd already said to police in police interviews that she didn't really want to be with a man that was married. He'd been there, done it all before. He had 2 kids and 1 on the way, although she claims to not know about baby Nico, but I'm pretty sure she did know. So she claimed she didn't want to be with a man that already had all of that, but yet she was with Chris. She was seeing Chris and she was in love with Chris. So if Chris could get rid of the family, move on with her, I think personally she was all for it. As I've said before, guys, this really is one of the most tragic cases that I've ever come across, and there are so many stories of murders in the world. So many other families have been murdered, but because Chris Watts looked like your normal, average, everyday guy to the outside world and to people that didn't know him, they looked like the perfect family, again, to the outside world, to people that didn't really know about the problems within their marriage. People are so shocked by this case because they look like the family next door. The American, all American family next door. Well, Chris Watts was so far removed from that, it's unbelievable. Now, I think this case will continue to fascinate people. People scrutinising the case, still looking into the case, wondering whether Nicole was involved, wondering whether Chris didn't tell the police the full truth, wondering whether Chris could have hurt someone or committed a murder before because of how savagely he killed his daughters and his pregnant wife. Could he have committed an act of murder before that we've just never known about? I mean, there are so many facets to this case, so many strange twists and turns. It still fascinates me to this day, and it did happen over 2.5 years ago. I continue to look into the case and research the case, and I will continue to do so. This isn't the last video I'm sure I'll make on the Watts family murders, but what I do hope is that Shanann's family are perhaps getting some peace now, and I really, really, really do hope that Nicole didn't have anything to do with it, because if she did, there's been a big miscarriage of justice in Colorado, America, as if she did have some involvement, surely she should be in prison. Well, guys, I'd love to know your views. What do you think about this? What are your views on the Watts family case? Do you think Nicole was involved? If so, do you think she was there the night Shanann came home and could have been in bed with Chris, and that was why the murder took place? Do you think she had nothing to do with it? I'd love to know your views either ways, whether they're the same as mine. That's what I'm here for. I want to discuss this with you guys, and I love hearing views that aren't the same as mine. I love hearing and reading thought-provoking comments from all of my subscribers. So please continue to comment, because this is what this is all about. I really want to discuss true crime cases with you all. So anyway, guys, I will be back very soon with more true crime content. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves and having a good day. Hopefully lockdown is going to be ending here in the UK soon, and hopefully things can start to go back to normal. I really hope so. Anyway, guys, like I said, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about my channel if they like true crime. Hit the subscribe button, which should be here, if you want to subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back very soon. Take care, guys, now. Bye-bye.